Today's video is about why your own requirements on electronic invoices matter. Hello, my name is Andreas Pelkis from the company with passion for standards, GEFEC from Berlin, Germany, and I hope you are fine. As some of you already know, I'm dealing with electronic data interchange for nearly 2 decades now, and especially with electronic invoicing. By the way, standards for electronic invoicing are among the oldest standards of electronic data interchange. In the late 1970s, the first standards for electronic invoice data interchange were created, and they boomed in the 90s when Edifact became popular. And Edifact is still today the format that is used the most worldwide for electronic data interchange in a B2B scenario. But now let's have a look at today. In 2016, a European norm for electronic core invoice to public administrations was published. And by now all European member states adopted this norm. And some of them made it mandatory. And this means that they only accept, process and pay invoices if they are received in a format that is compliant to the definitions of the European norm. But there are often different specific requirements depending on the country, the industry, the public authority, or even an individual company that have to be fulfilled by the suppliers in order to process an invoice. And this is foreseen in the norm because it defines a so-called core invoice usage specification, which exactly defines how to handle your own requirements in the context of this European norm. Examples for SIAS is Factur-X for France or X-Rechnung for the German public administration, but there are even industry-specific SIASes like for the energy industry or the automotive sector. But why are they needed? Why do you need a SIAS if there is a standard for electronic invoices, you might ask? Yeah, the reason is that the European norm focuses on a core invoice model. The idea is to clearly define what is common for all countries, all industries and all companies for accounting of an invoice. And this means that if one specific country has a specific requirement that is not being used in all other countries, this is outside of this core specification. So the question is for sure how to take it into account. And just to give you 1 or 2 examples, if you look at the utilities industry, for instance, the question is how do you handle meter values? So technically, creating an electronic invoice based on this core invoice norm is not always easy. Many of you already visited our website Invoice Fans and used our validation service. So you see clearly defining how to implement your specific requirements is very important for a high quality electronic invoice, because you as a receiver want to be able to process it, to pay it, and the tax authority wants to have a correct invoice as well, for sure. Because we were asked many times how to handle this kind of specific requirements, we thought about creating this video series to show you how to use our solution in order to clearly specify your requirements, how they can be implemented, for instance, in the European norm, but it is not limited to this for sure. You can do it based on many different standards. So the idea is to show you how to install our solution, how to do the first steps, how to validate invoices against your requirements, and for sure how to publish this new SIAS. I hope you like this video. If you do so, please leave a like and please use the subscribe button if you want to get informed once we release the next part of the series, and don't forget the bell in order to be informed as soon as we upload the new video. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and I wish you a little bit of passion for standards. See you next time!